Perspective Blog X, Lakers-fandom.
All right. This camera is not helping. The stand is not helping. Well, this is live. It's live. If you had any doubts that it was live, this is live. Let me know if you set up. Gonna wait for the viewers. We got a lot of stuff to do, to talk about. Lot of stuff to talk about today. Let's see if we have enough people here. See, we get more people. Hello, LA. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Lakers fans. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Talking Comics and all right, so waited for almost 5 minutes to start. Let's start. All you know that obviously the news of Westbrook coming to the Lakers. Since that happened, now there has been more interest, and I guess um, that was to be expected, um, because I had so much problems going live on YouTube. I actually went live before on what is left of Periscope, which eventually is not going to be um, a means for getting to Twitter. So I don't know how it's gonna work out. That um, but if you were on Twitter, if you were on Periscope, you know that I announced. Will it? My dog. He thinks he's like a beast. He's like this big. He's a mini pincher. All right. Hopefully not more distractions. So we know the Westbrook thing. Westbrook is a Laker. That is official. Now, what it's happening now is that maybe we get CARMELO into the mix. And so for those who were worrying about the long distance shooting, now CARMELO can get that. Because what CARMELO is missing in his resume is definitely a championship. And in that era where you have the Nets having, 3 or 4 Hall of Famers in the same team, now Hall of Famers are starting to say, look, to make a guarantee that my career is going to be counted as a bona fide legend in this sport, I need a championship. And I can get it with the Lakers. And so with Westbrook, LeBron, AD, this pick and roll is going to be really, really, really something that I don't even, it's going to be amazing. So defenses are going to have no option that to collapse, on the Lakers for that. But you have an Anthony Davis who can put points behind the 3 line. You can have LeBron putting points behind the 3 line. And Westbrook's 3-pointers are going up. Now, if you add to that Carmelo Anthony, also now in the market probably it's going to be Bobby Portis. We still can trade for Buddy Hield because remember we can do a sign and trade with Schroeder. And one of the things that I was mentioning before is that Schroeder, now the Lakers have taken away the negotiated the leverage that Schroeder had on the negotiating table by saying, give me what I want or I'll just go and get it somewhere else. First off, I think it was unrealistic. I think nobody is going to pay Schroeder that much money when there are other really good point guards uh, being right now on the market. And there's a lot of point guards in that are already set in teams that you have John Wall, you have uh, um, I think Goran Dragic is going to be on the market too, so we can actually get him instead of Schroeder in a sign and trade. And Dragic can actually play as a shooting guard. He can make plays for himself enough. We can put pretty much a bunch of 3-point shooters from a G League and still be a fearsome team. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I was one of the ones that we were thinking, Westbrook is not a good fit for the Lakers. But think about it. If we get athletics, 3 and D, that can shoot the 3, we can be a running team, kind of like the Showtime Lakers in the 80s. And it would be really difficult to stop us if we can score before the defense is established. And that is what I think that is going to be brought to the table when Westbrook now that Westbrook is going to be our point guard. And Westbrook is probably the best point guard we had since Magic Johnson. So that tells you a lot of how this team might have an identity next year of the new Showtime, the new team that is going to just run and run and run. That as old as LeBron James is getting, he can still run really fast. And he can still run, jump, dunk. And Anthony Davis, he runs the court pretty well. So the only guy who we need a set offense to, and even then, like Marc Gasol, he doesn't run, right? But he can pass coast-to-coast passes. Like, he can throw football Hail Mary passes to accurate locations, to accurate hands. And that makes me believe that if we are still having Marc Gasol there, the other thing is Marc Gasol is a 3-point threat if the paint is occupied by somebody else. So let's say that is something that Westbrook can kick it back to. But if we have what I'm hearing right now, what I'm hearing from different sources, is that DeROZen wants to be in the team, and he is willing to get a pay cut for that, because money is not as important now as a championship, right? He got his money. Now championship is like more on in his head. So is this the team that it's going to be? Is it going to be DeRozen, LeBron, Davis, Westbrook? And, that's kind of like a few years ago a U.S. team, like a U.S. national team. Think about it. I mean, That is insane. That is scary. That's gotta be scary for other teams. You know, that's gotta be scary. A lot of people thought, including me, I thought Westbrook is not gonna be able to be here. How are we gonna do that? And Pelinka is the MVP of executives in any team in the NBA. He pulled that thing. He pulled that stunt, and he didn't get rid of Schroeder in that exchange, which to me is crazy. It's crazy. He found a way to get not only in the same trade, he got Kuzma and KCP out, and I didn't want to see Kuzma out. I didn't want to see KCP out, but the truth is that they haven't been consistent enough on the offensive end to solve the problem of who is going to produce the offensive, all the points that are needed from the bench. Now, we have a guy who can score consistently from the bench if we definitely get, and there's a lot of buzz after this, like a lot of people are commenting on this, a lot of rumors, but a lot of also reporters that this trade with Anthony, or this not trade, but this contract with Anthony can happen. If it can happen, we are going to have 4 Hall of Famers in one team. And so it would be amazing if that happens. It would be amazing. I'm receiving like Bobby Portis is they're probably, he's not going to pick up let me see. Bobby Portis, I think it's being reported that he is not going to pick up his player options. Rudy Gay is also starting to indicate that he would get the minimum if the Lakers sign him. The minimum. Can you imagine that? We get Rudy Gay too? So we can have Melo for the veteran minimum. We can have Keith back. We can have Howard, which I heard that there's some interest in getting Howard. We can have if we don't get rid of Schroeder and we have the sign and see, we don't have him on. We can get Buddy Hield for a sign and trade with Schroeder. We can have DeRozen for the mid-level exemption. LeBron and AD. Caruso with the bird rights. Keith for the minimum. Howard for the minimum. And we can have Rudy Gay to that mix. And a bunch of, I don't know, rookies that have one of some of these, like Matthew Hurt. Matthew Hurt wasn't selected, and that was, to me, that was kind of interesting because this guy is a 6'9" guy who blocks shots, he can play power forward, and he's a body that you can throw to centers, and he can shoot the three. He's 45% of 3-point shooter or something like that. I mean, we get a guy like that who played, I don't know, power forward for second or third unit, or we can put him with Ross, kick it out, shoot a three. I don't know. That we can get Matthew Hurt for that, and he's undrafted. I don't know if he's got a contract yet, but he should. He should. We can get him. Maybe Trevor Ariza for veteran minimum. I don't know. Maybe JJ Redick. That could. There's a lot of interest now. There's a lot of talks reported now. A lot of people are really interested in what the Lakers are doing and how this is this could be something that will attract more people. Now Rudy Gay wants to go in with the Lakers. DeRozen wants to go in. Melo talks are advanced. I do hope too, because you can put a bunch of shooters, having those four guys, because the interior offense is gonna be so devastating with so many possibilities. Like if you have Davis as a center, you have LeBron as a power forward. Then you have, as a small forward, DeMar DeRozen. Then you have Buddy Hield probably for, there's talks of a Schroeder for Buddy Hield. If we get Buddy Hield as a, shooting guard, and then we get Westbrook, like you said. I mean, if you get DeMar DeRozen, can you imagine how that would look? If we get I mean, somebody posted something on Twitter. I wanna see if I can put it there. This is another. Yeah, but this is not a scenario that we would have. It's funny though. I don't know if I can get it there. Oh, next. Don't worry. It has JJ Redick, Danny Green, Melo. Um, I think it's Body Hill. Oh yeah. What's his name? Well, I don't think against the net so much as against the Bucks, because I don't see anybody stopping Anthony Davis on the Nets, and also I don't see anybody stopping LeBron. You know, and I think the Lakers are going to run with Westbrook as a point guard. Like I said, it's probably gonna look a lot like the Lakers of the '80s, where everybody was running. You know, that they didn't, had much time. The other teams to. They wouldn't have much time to adjust their defense to that running game. I think it's gonna look a lot like that. And the good thing is, like, whoever you put, you can switch, give some rest to LeBron. LeBron can take the point at certain point when Westbrook is on the bench. And so, you can have also, I heard one of the things I heard from the camp of the Lakers is that the front office, actually, they are saying that THT is going to have a bigger role. And I wouldn't be surprised if Vogel used THT. If Vogel used THT in order to, have this, well, have him as on the point, and that would make the Lakers a team that is going to be a force to reckon with. If we can have THT with for example, with DeMar DeRozen and some shooters, we can have Ben McLemore again. We can have Wesley, because they will have it. They will have a space, because the space, the spacing is going to be created by either DeMar DeRozan, even Westbrook attacking. It's going to be, and we have Fitzdale now, who is an offensive coach. For the most part, that's what he brings to this coaching lineup we're going to have now. And so that is important, because the genius of of Vogel is the defense, but his weak side a little bit is the offense. So now we're having Fitzdale there, and having Westbrook, and knowing how Vogel is as a coach in terms of listening to his players. It's gonna be really difficult to beat this team. It's gonna be. I don't know who. You know, I mean, it's gonna be attractive. Rudy Gay, he wants to be in the team. He's mentioning it. Apparently the trade is going to be officialized in August. So there's still an opportunity to make the to complete this trade and maybe get Buddy Hield in the process. If we get Buddy Hield, I mean, he's gonna have a shooting drill like every night. I mean, we are gonna have some holes on the defensive end, but ultimately we are gonna have Davis at the center. It's gonna be difficult for and LeBron as a power forward. It's gonna be difficult to pass that defense, because LeBron, when he needs to defend, he will do it. And he can be a lockdown defender if he needs to be. And Melo coming from a bench. Rudy Gay in the team also. DeMar DeRozen. We can fill the rest with rookies. Rookies that shoot 40% from three. Even with little defense, that guarantees we are going to have Hall of Famers all the time on the floor. And I mean Hall of Famers, like more than one. And so, I don't know. I don't know what to say more than that. I mean, Bobby Portis is probably going to be available. There was another guy that I saw. This guy from New York was a Laker for a little while. I forgot his name now. Reggie Bullock. He's a 3-and-D guy. Big enough to get the bigger wings. And he's a pretty decent 3-point shooter. I mean, there are options. That's what I say. There are options, and if we get DeMar DeRozen and if we get Melo, who are the two most that I've seen now available, we are going to be doing pretty well. There are other rumors, but we could get Matthews, we could get JJ Redick. I don't know if Danny Green. We can still get Buddy Hield. Um, so they have until August 6th to make the trade a four, maybe a 14 straight trade. You know, somebody commented on Twitter that if Rob Palinka pulled this off, where we can get Buddy Hield, we can get DeMar DeRozen, and we can get Rudy Gay in the team, that Palinka deserves a statue outside the Staples Center. Um, he's doing stuff that all experts are getting like, how does he does this thing? Um, I'm just waiting for that to happen. You know, it's gonna be amazing stuff. Um, we get Buddy Hield in this trade scenario, and we can get Melo, and we can get DeMar DeRozen, and we can get uh, Rudy Gay. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 guys who can score over 20 points at any given moment. At any given moment, they can score around 20 points per game. That is beyond anything you can imagine. If you have 7 guys who can score over 20 points per game, you have a team that could not be beaten. I mean, you have to have a night, and it could happen probably a night where it's LeBron is off, not doing anything, having less than 10 points. Anthony Davis having less than 10 points. Uh, you know, Rudy Gay having less than 10 points. DeMar DeRozan having less than 10 points. Westbrook having less than 10 points and no triple doubles. And Buddy Hield having an off night shooting. And, everybody else. I don't know. That's a very difficult, and still doesn't mean they would lose. Because they can actually make double figures, would be, I don't know. I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. So, what do you guys think? All right, so nobody's on the chat. I'm gonna end it up here. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. May God bless you. And go Lakers. Bye-bye.